Flooring has arrived. Now I'm going to start pulling up the carpet, and to do that, since I've already removed the baseboards, it should be pretty easy. All you need is a razor blade and some tape. Razor blade to cut the carpet and tape to keep the rolls in a roll. We obviously don't want to pull up the entire carpet in one big piece. That'd be really tough to carry. So I'm going to cut it into small sections. And the easiest way to cut it is to pull some of the carpet over and then cut from the underneath of the carpet. Well, that only took about 27 minutes to pull up about 300 square feet of carpet. So for the first time ever pulling up carpet, I think that was pretty good. If only it would be that quick to put down the new flooring. So now I gotta pick up the padding. So that only took me another 7 minutes. So about 40 minutes to pull up all of the carpet and the padding. And this is what we're left with. So not too bad, but the next fun part is going to be then carrying that down the stairs and then out to the garage. Okay, so now we're going to start removing the tack strips. So to do that, just need to take a crowbar and a hammer and get under. There are nails that have the tack strip attached to the subfloor, but you want to watch out for all of the tacks that are sticking up because those are spiky. That's what keeps the carpet attached to it. Pulled up. That took me 19 minutes and 42 seconds, so I think that was pretty good. So in about an hour, I was able to rip up all of the carpet, the padding, and the tack strips. So I think that's a pretty good win for never having done this before. If you have any suggestions for me doing it better, please let me know, because I'm going to be replacing all of the carpet in the upstairs, including this carpet right here. So this carpet is different than what was down here on the floor in the bedroom, but the rest of the carpet in the upstairs is this beige, and I think it's original to the house. The house was built in 2004 and it's 2025, so this is really old carpet and it's gross and it's stained and it smells, so I can't wait to get it all out and get the new flooring in. So now that I've got the tack strips up, obviously I got to pick them up and get rid of them, but the next step is to then inspect the subfloor. As I was going around, I could tell that most of the subfloor is in pretty decent shape. There are a couple areas, I forget where now, where the subfloor is not exactly flat. Or like right here, there's a little bit of a tear in the flooring. With carpet, if the subfloor isn't completely level, it's fine. But when you put down LVP flooring, you need for the flooring underneath to be level, otherwise your flooring won't be level. And there's a couple spots like here where there's some paint. In some of the areas it's just flat and you can't really tell. But here I can definitely, feel a little bit of a bump there. So I'm gonna have to come in and sand that down. But otherwise, the subfloor looks to be in really good shape. I'll get a level and check for level in different directions across the room, so that way I can make sure that everything is flush and level. So next step is to just pick up all of these tack strips. I didn't notice any nails or staples from the padding underneath, so I don't think I need to clean up any of that. But I need to clean up the tack strips, get those into the trash can, and then clean up a little bit, check for level of the subfloor, and then I'll be ready to install. So it's Thursday night right now, at about 7:45 p.m. I'm going to clean up these tack strips, grab some dinner, and then tomorrow after work, I'm going to go to Lowe's, pick up a couple of supplies, and then I will be prepping the floor, making sure that everything's ready, so that way Saturday morning I can start laying the flooring. I've never done a job like this before. I've done LVP flooring before in a bathroom that was a really small area. It didn't turn out that great, but I learned a lot from doing it. I've also laid luxury vinyl tile in our laundry room and our hallway closet downstairs. So I've definitely learned some tips and tricks along the way, so I'm hoping that this will go smoothly. So stick around for the next edition where I will hopefully be starting to lay the flooring. Okay, everything looks perfectly level. So now I'm just gonna sweep everything up to make sure that the floor is completely clean. It's going to take about 16 boxes to do this room. So now my task is to carry those all the way up these stairs and then over to the room. That was 2. I'm beat. I'm taking a break. So I've got 6 boxes over here, which should be good to get me started. When you do flooring, you don't want to pull all from the exact same box and put them in a row because there might be slight variations in the flooring and the design. So starting from 6 different boxes should get me a long ways across the room. So the plan is to have the flooring go long ways, so that the flooring is going along the longest wall. This wall right here is 20 feet, I believe. It's a ginormous room, way too big, but this is what we've got. So already within the first row, I'm going to be running into the vent. So that's going to be fun to maneuver around, but won't be too difficult. So now I need to go grab my tools and we can get started. Stay tuned for my next video where I start installing the flooring.